Now we're going to start learning how to play the basics on the frame drum. And this is called a Daff drum. It's a Middle Eastern drum. It's they say in most cultures of the world there's some kind of frame drum in their music legacy. And this is very similar to a Doron, very similar to other different frame drums. This is tunable. It's very nice. It's in this case, it's not a real leather skin. It's synthetic. It's very nice. There's two basic ways to hold it. One is standing. You hold it on your left hand and you play with the right and part with the fingers. And the second way to hold it is to actually place it on your lap. Okay, we're gonna grab our weak hand. In my case, it's my left hand. Place it on top. 12, number 12. We had the numbers of a clock, and I'm going to be playing the right hand on this area. Okay, the first sound we're going to get, it's the bass sound. We have done it on the djembe and other instruments. It's the bassy lower sound that we get on the drum set. We get it with the bass drum on the foot. On the djembe we get it in the middle of the drum. Here we're going to get it with the thumb. We're going to use the thumb, strike it in the middle of the drum, get a nice bassy sound. Okay, it's sort of like a rotary motion. Okay, second sound we're gonna make, we're gonna grab and use our ring finger here. This is the way it's played. In the beginning it sounds really, really weird because you're used to playing not with a ring finger, but after a little bit of practice it becomes much easier. So we're gonna do some kind of a rotary motion as well here, this way. Okay, not like striking, more like rotating. Okay, so this is going to give us a bit on the edge of the drum where it hits the wood a little bit. Okay, we can do it left-handed as well. Left-handed, we're going to hold the drum with our hands straight up, and then we're going to point the fingers towards our right hand, and we're also striking it with our ring finger. Some people like to strike it also with the other fingers. It's fine. Okay. So we're gonna do right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. I'm gonna do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm gonna take a bass sound, which is called the doom in this case, on number 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Take it a little bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and we can strike the side stroke, which is called an attack, T-A-K, a little bit harder, getting us an accented stroke. Okay, you can switch the fingers as well. And you can practice any different accent on every single number. It's going to work very nicely. Okay, we're going to learn another stroke, which reminds us a little bit of the slap motion we have in other instruments like the djembe or conga. It's a bit lighter. It's not such a whipping action like the slap of the other instruments. It's basically with the tips of our fingers, we're going to close the vibration of the drum. Okay, it's a nice, solid, dry sound. Okay, you can notice it more when you're playing a bassy sound like the doom, and then you close. So basically, this stroke affects the length of the doom stroke or the bass stroke. Okay. For frame drums, it's very common to use a lot of finger technique, okay, to do a lot of rolls. One of the simpler techniques, it's to actually use like a roll that uses the 4 fingers. Like, okay, we go from the pinky to the ring, middle finger to the index. Okay, that's 4 strokes, and then we close with the right hand. That's a 5-stroke. Okay, similar to the 5-stroke roll. Okay, we can finish the roll with a bass or a doom. We can finish it with a tack on the side, with a strong tack, with a slap. Okay. Okay, this is you can combine the strokes. Take it slowly, do each different sound separately, practice each one, and then you can put them all together. There's another very interesting way of striking the drum, like snapping the fingers. Like we snap, as it's snapping here on my hand, it's gonna snap on the drum. It's gonna land on the drum and gives a really nice, strong sound. Make sure it doesn't distort if you're recording or something. Okay. Other techniques, there's a lot of techniques that can be used here. A very nice technique also is to use sort of vibration. I like to count when I'm using the top part of my hand with my thumb finger, whatever I'm doing. If I'm counting 16s, you know it's 1 E, so I'll do 1 E, N, A. Basically, I'm hitting 1 E, N, A. Okay, from the 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 and the 4 E and the count. So I'm going 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the 1. So basically the top part is playing the 16 notes and the bottom part is playing an extra note, which is going to give us a lot of notes, 32 notes to be exact. Okay, I'm going to play with that technique a little bit. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay. Another technique that's very used, these are more advanced techniques, but you can try it out slowly. It's to use the fingers for a triplet, okay? Basically, we can try the right hand index, then the ring finger, and we're gonna try one stroke here. We start with the index down. 1, 2, 3, or 1 triplet. 1, 2, 3, or 1 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. When you play it fast, it's really nice. This takes a few days to get it going. It can be used in different order of the fingers. It's a bit more complex, but we can still try it. Try a few of these tricks, okay? Another bit more complicated technique, but you can try it out. It reminds me a bit of a guitar, flamenco guitar playing, where you strike your whole hand down and up completely, and you actually get a double stroke when you go down. You hit it with the ring finger and the thumb. So you get 2 down and 1 up. Okay. There's many more techniques, and there's amazing players and great masters. You can watch, obviously, Glenn Velez, Zor Fresco, and many others that are just amazing. And each one has their own combinations. Each one of the players likes to include techniques of other instruments, of conga, bongos, other tabla, Indian instruments, kanjira. So we'll try it out. We'll do a small interpretation of the frame drum. I hope you enjoy it.